All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Code Zone Hangout. And I had some technical difficulties with what we were doing earlier. So I thought that I would re record kind of what we talked about and to kind of go over a little bit what I wanted to cover with everybody that showed up to the live. So, just so you know, my name is Rob. I am a coding instructor, I am a developer. I used to be in the military and I enjoy teaching so much and developing so much that I enjoy the teaching aspect of learning to code or teaching people how to code. And so that's kind of why I built this community here, or why I'm trying to build it. And that way it can be a place where everybody can come, they can learn, they can encourage others. And of course, that end goal of whether you want to code for yourself or code for a company, you want to get paid for what you are doing and what you're learning. And that's kind of why I created this school community. Now, as far as what did I want to talk about and accomplish in this live, this is kind of what we talked about here. So I have a little bit of an agenda. Want to go over the member stats. I want to briefly go over school itself. And then I want to talk about some of the courses that we currently have available and maybe some collab opportunities later on for those folks that are interested. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about with this. And so as far as the member stats, we just launched this community on October 7th. And already we've seen a really good growth as far as that's concerned. It looks like our member size as of this week's recording here, the member size is 22 people. We currently have 2 courses that are live. A lot more courses are coming, by the way, but 2 are currently live that you're able to go and view. And then one, by the way, so that makes it 3 courses would be available, is one by leveling up in the community. And I'll go over that here with you as well. But whenever you all are being brought into this platform, we asked a few simple questions. And as far as to kind of give you an idea of the community dynamic, we have 8 people in the community that are learning to code, right? We have 7 out of those 22 that say, hey, they're job ready. And the reason that I'm trying to bring these 2 pieces together here is that, hey, this community full of people, right? Full of skill, and they can help each other out. Like, the people that are looking for jobs, they definitely want to make sure that they can help you grow, and also networking possibilities. That is the benefit of this group. I really wanted to capsize on that this is not just for beginners. It's also not for people that are just ready to get a job, right? We have a good mix, a good crew mix here for the community, and I'm super happy about that. Now, as far as going back to the agenda here, let's go through a real quick school walkthrough. And that way we can kind of take a look at what school is offering us and how we can kind of maximize things here. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And we can see here that this is our obviously our landing page here. And one of the things that really want to make sure that we do, and again, this is all about the community, is let's welcome everybody that comes in here. And one of the neat things about coming in here into the community is having that community behind you and pushing you and making sure that you're hitting those benchmarks that you're wanting to hit. And so this is a real great way to kind of introduce yourself to the group. And I kind of talk a little bit about this in the very first paragraph. Like when I was teaching this to live students, we'd always go around the entire Zoom or go around the entire classroom, and we want to know who you are, and do you have any kind of coding experience, and like what had you interested in learning code. And then like a real funny simple thing is like, what's your favorite potato, right? Like to get the icebreaker going. And so this is a part where you can share where you are coming from and why you are wanting to learn code. And in the real classroom, we always say your why is what's going to carry you throughout this journey. Because for some, the journey might be 6 months. For others, it might be a year and a half. Like you are in control of your journey, but that why has to be really strong for you to move on and carry on, because you're going to hit road bumps, and that's going to be a given. But it's going to be how you handle those road bumps is what's going to push you. And so if you're like, hey, I really want to change a family tree, or hey, I really enjoy this. I don't want to do my current 9-to-5 job. I want to do this because I really enjoy solving problems. Right? That why has to be super strong. But anyways, what I would highly recommend is you come in here, go ahead and comment. And one of the things that school does for us is it gives you points. Everything's is based upon points. And so when you make a comment on something, that earns you a point. If you receive likes on your comment, then that gives you points as well. And so what I'm trying to say is, as you're going through this welcome thing, help each other out, give each other a like. And, that will help boost up their levels because certain things become unlocked for you. And like I said, I'll talk about the unlocking here shortly, but you'll get access to more things the more that you engage. So that is one of the great things about school. Let's take a look at something else with school. So as we're coming across here, we have the course library, and obviously the course that the classroom is right here. So if you're looking for the course or looking for a classroom, you can take a look up there. Here we kind of described some of the courses out here to you. So I've done a lot of work with FreeCodeCamp and going through their modules. And one of the nice things that this platform allows us to do is it allows us to kind of segregate some of the concepts. Like if you see basic HTML here, it should align with the basic HTML on FreeCodeCamp, which is really cool because we give you video walkthroughs of each one of these where you're able to just simply hit that play button and you can start watching it. Now, the thing that I really try to work out with doing these FreeCodeCamp ones is that, hey, you're going to be learning something from it. We're not just giving you the answers. We are going through it methodically. We're going to talk about it from an instructor point of view and not just give you the simple answer, hey, type this, right? That's not what we're trying to do with this at all. It's more or less trying to make sure that, hey, you know where to look things up. This is where this comes from. This is why we're doing it, and so on. So it should really help you get over the threshold with it. And it goes step by step, and it's broken down step by step on chapters. So if you do end up watching this, you can even watch it on YouTube, and you'll see the chapters laid out there for you. Okay, so that's the FreeCodeCamp one. Like I said, we are still continually making those because they're programmed, they're modules. There's a lot. The next one that is for free here is the Python Fundamentals course, and it just takes you everything from variables, loops, conditions, and all the way down to functions. And then we plan on having another Python Fundamentals Part 2 going over a little more advanced stuff than these data types. The last one here that we have available to you is the Intro to Code. And this one's phenomenal if you don't have any coding experience whatsoever. So if you are thinking about becoming a developer, if you don't know if it's for you, then this is the course, or this light course is really a good one to kind of go through. Let's take a look at it. It's not very many lessons. You're just going to scrape the surface, but it gives you an idea of what some of the classrooms are like because we're just going code by code. You don't have to download anything. We're utilizing an in-browser type of editor called CodePen, and you're going to be able to create something, save it, and then, share it with your friends and show them what you did. And then we always have the what's next part, right? Like, what do you want to do next? Your next steps going forward. So anyways, this one, it's free, but you have to be at a certain level. And that's where I was telling you that, hey, introducing yourself gets you a point. And then anytime somebody likes that comment, boom, you're going to be getting points on there as well. And so you can kind of see that right here. And the ways to level up is you just need 5 points to be a level 2. And that's all you need in order to get that intro to code out there. Okay. And like I said, we got more courses coming out here shortly. Now, let's go ahead and go over to the calendar. So this is where you're going to see some of your the weekly updates where we're going to come out here and you can hang out, you can ask some questions if you want to ask some questions, but it's just like 1 hour where we're able to go over a few things to you. Typically, we want to welcome all the new members that are coming in. There might be a small little topic that we're going to talk about during this session. And, we're going to take a community poll to see what do we want this community to look like? What do we want to talk about next? Right? Like I said, this is your guys' community, and I want to make sure that we can make it for everybody, whether you're a no code, which is like vibe coding, right? Or you are a developer, right? So we want to try to cover all of these types of aspects. So what I plan on here more is maybe there might be a guest speaker. I'll put a link on there where you're going to be able to go visit it. Maybe we'll have, hey, if you are enrolled in this course currently, there's going to be certain hangouts that you might want to attend because it's going to help you out as a future developer. Okay. So that's what my plan is for the calendar. But for now, every Monday, 12 o'clock Eastern time, that should be going live where we can just hang out and get to know everybody. As far as the map is something really cool. I was talking with somebody else, so you can see how we're all spread out all over the globe, multiple time zones. And say you do live in India, right? Well, you might know somebody, or you might be very close to somebody, and you can see here that the pins might be off by 10 or more miles. So they're not giving you your exact location, but it kind of gives you in the vicinity. And so you can kind of see that, hey, well, I might know somebody in this area here, right, in Bangladesh. So anyways, the map is really neat, especially if you do put your roundabout location into the platform. It can kind of tell you a little bit about it. Leaderboard, like I said, there's going to be different levels. You have a 7-day leaderboard, 30-day leaderboard, and all-time leaderboard. As you move up in the leader bracket, you'll notice more icons appear near your name. You'll also see that you'll be at a certain level. And like I said, for every post you create, every like you get, those are points that are attributed to you. Now, I will say this, don't go here to the community and like, well, I'm just going to create 5 posts real quick and go ahead and spam the board. That's not the point. But there are some cool categories where you don't have to really say much, because like we have coding memes, there's tons out there. Please make sure that they are friendly. I always say in class, hey, make sure that you're keeping it Disney. We're not here to try to offend anybody or anything like that. But coding memes are a really fun way to get your foot in the door with posting. Okay. And especially if you're looking for likes, because the more funnier it is, the more likes you're going to get. Okay. So anyways, that is everything. You'll notice that up here in the calendar, on certain days, it'll tell you when the next weekly is, and when we are live, it will say live here, which is really nice. Okay. One of the things that I will also mention is if you are looking at inviting people, please use your personal invite link. That's how it is tracked, which is really nice. Like I said, later on, we might be doing contests, and that's how we're going to track it. Or even there might be things such as affiliate marketing as well for you to kind of help if you want to maybe earn money. That's a great way to do. So make sure that you're inviting people to the group that actually want to learn how to code. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go back to the agenda here and see what we have to talk about next. All right. So I did talk about course unlocking, collab opportunities. Let's go ahead and briefly discuss that. Share my screen. Yeah. So we have Marcos here, and he is looking to collab. Now, if you don't know who Marcos is, really great guy. He has a TikTok following like none other as far as his TikToks go. And he is a really good motivator. He is learning how to program. He went through a coding boot camp, and he's actually one of the guys that you might have saw on the about page, because he's going to help out this group a lot by motivation, his experience, and making sure that we can do things like this, which is really cool. So he's looking to get a few people together to kind of build something that would be portfolio worthy as a group. And one of the things that I even suggested on here, and we do this in the classroom as well, is like, hey, you might not be strong right now in coding. Well, it's perfectly fine to pair you up with somebody that is a little more stronger. And that's what makes a great teacher. Because if you can be paired with somebody and you can instruct somebody, you know something at a higher level than that person. But if you're able to explain it, that makes you so much more valuable as well. So always having that type of mentality of a teacher's heart and being able to be paired up with somebody to make a project. So what I'd recommend is if you are interested in this, make sure you put a comment down here, or you can always click on the person's name and hit the chat button, and they're more than willing to chat with you on this. So Marcos, really good guy. And like I said, you should take a look at the TikTok of Marcos, and he will definitely throw out some great motivational tips for you as an early developer. So make sure you follow him there. All right. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else on the agenda here. Oh, I will say that also take a look at portfolios. If you are looking at building portfolios, or if you want some critiques on portfolios, make sure you post that in the group as well. We can take a look, so other people, and other people can make those comments on the portfolios as well. All right. So anyways, I do want to thank you all for watching and joining this group, and we'll see you hopefully in the next week. Okay. Hopefully there won't be any recording problems this time.